Signed a new treaty that will slash their nuclear arsenals. Barack Obama and Dmitry Medvedev met in Prague to finalise a successor to the 1991 START Treaty, which expired in December. The deal cuts the two countries' nuclear stockpiles by around a third. The Bank of England's decided to keep the base rate of interest unchanged for another month. Its Monetary Policy Committee is holding the rate at 0.5%. It's been that way for more than a year in an attempt to kickstart the economy.
Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, has broken her left leg. She was apparently out hill walking in Scotland yesterday. She'd been staying at Birkhall, which is the Prince of Wales' private home on the Queen's Balmoral estate. Clarence House is saying that Camilla suffered a twisted fracture of her left fibula when she slipped while outdoors yesterday, but the break was actually only confirmed today by an X-ray. Clarence House spokesman is saying that although doctors have advised Camilla not to put any weight on her left leg, she does intend to try and carry out all her official engagements. Petrol prices have now officially hit an all-time high, soaring to an average of 1.20 pence a litre. At many garages, prices are even higher, and motoring organisations say drivers should get used to the record cost of filling up. Sky's business correspondent Joel Hills reports.
If you look at the contributing factors that influence price, for prices to come down, either sterling would have to strengthen, and today the Bank of England kept interest rates on hold, so there's no prospect of that in the immediate future, that changing in the immediate future, or we'd have to see a slump in demand for oil around the world, and all the signs are that globally there's some sort of economic recovery underway, so if anything, demand for oil is likely to rise rather than fall, or taxes will have to change. There is an election on, politicians may intervene.
Labour and the Liberal Democrats have gone on the attack against the Tories' spending and tax plans. But the Tories have hit back, accusing Labour of being rattled by their plans to scrap national insurance rises. First thing this morning, the Prime Minister accused the Conservatives of basing their economic plans on flimsy back-of-envelope calculations.
The Conservatives want to change course, but they base this on the most flimsy four-page press release they issued only a few days ago. They are not just basing a pre-election tax giveaway on these slim 4 pages. They are basing their plans for recovery, their plans for public services, and their plans for deficit reduction. And what the people of this country need to ask themselves is this: do the British people really want to gamble your economic future on the basis of a back-of-envelope set of calculations like this?
I think the big picture is that on the big economic question, how do we secure recovery, the business leaders are saying the threat to the recovery is not cutting waste, the threat to the recovery is the jobs tax. That is the very clear message, and I think you could see a very, very rattled Labour leadership at what looked a bit like 3 men in a boat lost at the press conference this morning.
Well, Nick Clegg was in Glasgow this morning to show off a new poster which attacks the Tory policy on VAT. Clegg, who was joined on the campaign trail by former Lib Dem leader Charles Kennedy, says neither the Tories nor Labour had credible policies on tax.
The Labour Party can't be trusted on tax. The Labour Party, Gordon Brown, have made your taxes more unfair. Gordon Brown has presided over the grotesque spectacle that a greedy banker from the City of London pays a much lower rate of tax on his capital gains than their cleaner does on their wages. But everybody in Scotland knows you can't trust the Conservatives on tax. Everybody in Scotland remembers the poll tax. Under the Conservatives, your taxes will go up. The only people who will get a tax break from David Cameron and the Conservatives are millionaires.
Great Ormond Street Hospitals announced that a 14-hour operation to separate conjoined twins has been a success. Irish brothers Hassan and Hussein Ben Hafaf are in intensive care but are said to be in a stable condition. They were born last year joined at the chest, but they don't share any major organs. The presidents of the United States and Russia have signed a new treaty that will slash their nuclear arsenals. Barack Obama and Dmitry Medvedev met in Prague to finalise a successor to the 1991 START treaty, which expired in December. The deal cuts the two countries' nuclear stockpile